Hello students, welcome to this class on 8th class English Unit 1. The theme of this unit is family. In this unit, the title of the reading passage is The Tattered Blanket. The Tattered Blanket. Now let us go into the details of this lesson. Yes, children, look at the picture given here. Yes, if you look at the picture, you observe certain things. What are the things that you see in this picture? Yes, I would like to ask you some questions on this picture. Yes, first of all, what do you see in the pictures? What do you see in the pictures? Just observe. How many types of families do you see in the pictures? How many types of families are there? Yes, there are two types of families. First one is a nuclear family, and the other one is a joint family. Yes, right. Yes. What do you call these? What do you call these two? What do you call these groups of people in this picture? Actually, the first one is a nuclear family, and the second one is a joint family. Right. Next one. Who live in a small or nuclear family? Yes. This is the picture of a nuclear family. Who live in this nuclear family? Look at this picture. Who are there? Yes. Who is this one? Yes, the father, the head of the family, and this is the mother, wife, and husband. That means parents, and these two are their children. So just father, mother, and two children. So this is what kind of family? A nuclear family, right? Look at the second one. This is the picture of a joint family. So in this family, yes, father, grandfather, grandmother, and their children, their sons, their daughters-in-law, their daughters, and these two, that means four children. These four are the grandchildren of these two, the grandparents. So, in this family, how many people are there? Count them. 12. How many people are there? 12 people are there. In this one, how many people are there? Just 4 people are there. So, a family with just 3 or 4 members is called a nuclear family, and a family having more number of people in it, including grandfather, grandmother, uncles, aunts, such a family is called a large family or a joint family, right? What kind of family do you live in? Yes, you live in a family, you know. What kind of family is yours? Do you live in a nuclear family or a joint family? Yes, nowadays most of the people they live in nuclear families are what do you call them? Small families. Nowadays we don't find joint families. Only in some villages we find joint families, not everywhere. So that is the thing. Now, very good. Next one. Which family do you think is better and why? Yes, you have seen two types of families here. Which one do you think is better? Do you think a nuclear family is better or a joint family is better? Which one is better? Just think over. Okay, write down your points on a piece of paper. Okay, on which family you like better. Okay, you can do it later. Okay, now let us move on to the theme family. And under the theme, the family, there is a lesson in a reading. Yes, here, look at this picture. How many people are there in this picture? Yes, right. Three people. Yes. Who are sitting here? Who are sitting here? One woman in the chair, and the other woman is sitting on the veranda. Right. These two are sitting on the veranda. Actually, this woman looks older than this woman. Okay. Who are they? Let us see. And one man is coming to them. He is coming into the yard. Okay, right. He's coming from outside. Right. Who is this man? We shall see now. What is the title of this lesson? The tattered blanket. The tattered blanket. So you know what a blanket is. It is a cloth used to cover, to keep our body warm, especially when it is cold. So it is a cloth. Okay, right? Tattered blanket. What is the meaning of tattered? It is given here, no? Tattered means old and torn, in poor condition. Old and torn or in poor condition. So if a blanket is torn, if a cloth is torn, you can say it is a tattered cloth or it is a tattered blanket. And when a person is in a poor condition, you can say, oh, she is a tattered woman. She is a tattered woman. What does it mean? He is a tattered man. What does it mean? That man is in poor condition. So when somebody is in poor condition, we can say that, yes, he is tattered or she is tattered. Like that, the blanket is tattered here. And the tattered blanket, it also reflects, or it also symbolizes the poor condition of a person here in this lesson. Okay, it's not just a blanket that is torn, and this lesson also speaks about the poor condition of helpless condition of a woman. Who is this woman and what makes her poor? Now let us discuss in this lesson. Okay, shall we start? When he arrived, when he arrived unexpectedly at his home in the countryside in his office car and got down at the gate, his mother, who was lying in an armchair on the veranda, made a futile attempt to get up. Yes. When he arrived unexpectedly, look at the words here. Arrived. What is the meaning of arrived? Reached. So when he reached unexpectedly, what does the word unexpectedly means? Suddenly. Okay, yes. When he reached means, look at this man. This man reached the house in the village. How did he reach his house? Unexpectedly. That means suddenly. Arrived means reached. Yes, at his home in the countryside. Where is the home? Look at this picture. Is it a countryside? Is it a village? Is it a village or a town? Yes, it looks like a village. So this man arrived, yes, at his home in the countryside in his office car. So he looks like an officer. That's why he has come in his office car. Okay, and got down at the gate. So he stopped the car at the gate. Look at this picture. Yes, he parked the car outside of the gate and he is coming in. Right, then, yes, his mother, who was lying in an armchair on the veranda, made a futile attempt to get up. Yes, yes. Where is this woman sitting? She is sitting in an armchair. Armchair. So this chair, it has two hands also to keep. Yes, it has. Yes, this woman can rest in the chair, keeping her arms. Okay, right. That's why this is an armchair. So she heard the sound of the car that the man parked outside, and what did she do? she made a futile attempt. What is the meaning of futile? Futile means useless, unsuccessful. Since this woman looks very old, she could not get up from her seat. She wanted to know who had come in the car, and she wanted to get up from her armchair. Could she get up? No, because she was very, very weak and old. Then what did that woman do? That old woman, Kamala, there is somebody at the gate, she said. Somebody in a car. Yes. There is another woman sitting beside this old woman, this woman. And what is her name? Kamala. Okay. So this Kamala is the daughter of this woman. This Kamala is the daughter of this old woman. That's why she asked Kamala like this. She said to Kamala like this, Kamala, there is somebody at the gate. Oh, it seems so I hear the sound of a car parked outside. See, go and see who has come in. There is somebody at the gate. There is some sound of a car. Somebody is coming in. The mother said to Kamala, somebody is in a car. So I hear the sound of a car. It seems somebody has come in a car. Go and see. The old woman asked her daughter. Then Kamala, her eldest daughter, a widow, who was sitting huddled up on the tina on the veranda, her head and ears covered with a thin bath towel, got up reluctantly, walked slowly to the gate, and screwing up her eyes, peered into the darkness. See, Kamala, her eldest daughter. So, who is this Kamala? This woman in white sari. She is a widow. She is the eldest daughter. Okay, eldest daughter of this woman. And she, what is she? What is this woman, Kamala? Yes, she is a widow. She is a widow means her husband had died. Okay, she had, yes, her husband had died or passed away. Okay, some time ago. That's why she is a widow. And what did she do? What did Kamala do? Who was sitting huddled up on the tinna? So where this woman was sitting? Where this woman was sitting? On the tinna. On the tinna means what here? Sit out. Tinna means here, sit out. Yes, sit out. In Telugu, we call it arugu. Arugu మీద కూర్చుంది అమ్మాయి ఆమె. ఓకే మదర్ ఏమో ఆర్మ్ చైర్ లో కూర్చుంది అనమాట. Okay, she sat on the tinna, that means on the sit out, huddled up. Huddled up means what? Held hands and legs close because of fear or cold. So when it is cold, when you feel cold, especially in winter season, how do you sit? You sit just by closing your hands and legs close together to keep your body warm. To keep your body warm. Similarly, if you see something dangerous, suppose you have seen a scorpion or a snake or a lizard very close to you. How do you feel? You just fold your hands and legs close. You hold your hands and legs close because you are in fear. You are afraid of that animal. Similarly, when the weather is cold, you just keep your legs and hands close to keep your body warm. So this woman also, she was huddling. Yes, she was looking huddled up. Huddled up means in the sense she was sitting, keeping her arms and legs close together because it was cold. They were sitting outside of the house on the veranda, right? Yes, she was sitting on the tinna, that means on the arugu, sit out on the veranda, her head and ears covered with a thin bath towel. So because it was cold, this woman covered her head. Yes, this woman covered her. Yes, this woman covered her head and ears with a towel. Look at this. Look at the head of this woman. Yes, she covered her head and ears with a towel. What kind of towel? It is given here. Yes, she covered her head and ears with a thin bath towel. A thin bath towel. So towel is a noun. What kind of towel? A towel, thin towel, bath towel. So the words a thin bath, these are adjectives actually. They are used before this noun towel. So since these words are used before this noun, adding something to this noun, this phrase, this group of words is called a noun phrase. This is called a noun phrase. A thin bath towel is it is called a noun phrase. Okay, right. Yes, she got up reluctantly. So what is the meaning of this word reluctantly? Look at this, look at the meanings here. Reluctantly means unwillingly, not willing to do something. అయిష్టంగా ఇష్టం లేకుండా వాళ్ళ మదర్ చెప్పింది కదా ఆమె అక్కడి నుంచి అరుగు మించి లేచింది అనమాట. ఎవరు వచ్చారో చూద్దామని. ఎలా లేచిందామె? got up reluctantly, walked slowly to the gate and screwing up her eyes. Yes, she got up and she was walking towards the gate unwillingly. Screwing up her eyes means narrowing the eyes to look more carefully. So when you see somebody coming from a long distance, you cannot find that person's face properly. You may not know who that person is exactly, especially when the weather is cloudy, when the weather is snowy. So you cannot find who that person is correctly. That's why what do? You just narrow the eyes to look more closely. అంటే మనం కళ్ళు చిట్లించి చూడడం, చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా గమనించడం అనమాట. ఆమె ఆ కమల కూడా అలా చేసింది, ఎవరు వస్తున్నారో చూద్దామని చెప్పేసి. She screwed up her eyes. That means she narrowed the eyes to look more carefully. And then, yes, screwing up her eyes, peered into the darkness. So peered into or screwing up the eyes, both refer to the same. Actually both mean the same. Actually peered means what here? Looked closely. Screwed up the eyes, both mean the same more or less. So Kamala, she got up reluctantly, unwillingly, and she walked towards the gate slowly to see who had come in. How she was looking at that man? Very carefully, narrowing the eyes, looking very closely. Okay, this is what you have to know. Now, let us go to the next para. Yes, who did Kamala find, or who did she see coming in? She saw a bald, fat, middle-aged man walking in through the gate. Oh, Gopi, she said in her greeting voice, why this sudden unexpected visit? Kamala, who is it? Her mother asked loudly from the veranda. Yes, who did Kamala see? She saw a bald, fat, middle-aged man. Look at this phrase here. Man is noun. What kind of man? A bald, fat, middle-aged. A bald, fat, middle-aged. So all these words, these adjectives, they describe how the man is, what kind of man he is. Okay, so this is what is called when some adjectives describe a noun, the whole group of words is known as a noun phrase. So this is also a noun phrase. Okay, she saw a bald, fat, middle-aged man walking in, that means coming in, through the gate. So because he had stopped the car outside of the gate and he was slowly coming he was coming through the gate towards the house. Right. Oh, Gopi, she said in her grating voice. What is the meaning of grating here? Yes, first of all, bald, fat, middle-aged man. How was that man? Bald, fat. What is the meaning of bald here? With little hair on the head. That means he was looking like a middle-aged man. That's why he had very little hair or no hair on his head. And he was looking fat also. Fat means here what? Thick or stout. Not very lean or thin. And he was a middle-aged man. Middle-aged. What is the meaning of middle-aged? Actually, middle-aged means, yes, Not very young, not very old, aged between 40 and 50, something like that. So that kind of bald, fat, middle-aged man, he was coming in through the gate, and the yes, Kamala. Then she asked Gopi. Yes, Gopi. She said in her grating voice. What is the meaning of grating voice? Irritating voice. Irritating voice. Why this sudden, unexpected visit? You have not informed me, or you have not informed us of your arrival. Oh, you have come unexpectedly, suddenly, without any intimation. Unexpectedly means suddenly, without any intimation. You have come. What a sudden visit. So, in a surprised voice, Kamala, she talked to she talked to the man. Who was that man? Gopi. His name was Gopi. So, who has come to see his sister and mother? Gopi. Yes. Kamala, who is it? Her mother asked loudly from the veranda. Actually, Kamala went to receive who the person who had come in. And Kamala's mother, she was sitting on the veranda. She could not move from her place. That's why she asked loudly, Kamala, who is it? Who has come? Who has come? Her mother asked loudly from the veranda. She wanted to know. She was anxious. Gopi, the man said, there was a meeting in Thiruvananthapuram. I just dropped in on my way back. So the man replied to that old woman's voice. What did he say? Gopi, the man said. Yes, I am Gopi. There was a meeting in Thiruvananthapuram. So, after attending a meeting in Thiruvananthapuram, I just dropped in on my way back. What is the meaning of drop in? To come on a brief visit, short visit. Actually, Gopi, he did not come to the countryside to meet his mother and sister directly. First, he went to Thiruvananthapuram to attend an office meeting. And after attending that office meeting in Thiruvananthapuram, he wanted to pay a brief visit to his mother and sister. That's why he used that expression, dropped in. I just dropped in. That means I have come on a brief visit, short visit, not to stay for a long time in such a way. On my way back. On my way back means on my way back to my place. Okay. I'm coming from Thiruvananthapuram. Who, Kamala? Who is it? There was a note of alarm in Amma's voice. Yes. Amma, perhaps she did not listen to Gopi's voice. Again, she was asking Kamala, oh, Kamala, who is it? Who has come by car? So there was a note of alarm in her voice. What is the meaning of alarm? Alarm means actually apprehension, anxiety, because she could not understand who had come in. That's why she was asking repeatedly, Kamala, who has come in? Who is that? So there was some kind of apprehension or fear in her voice, right? Amma, why are you so scared? Kamala, Gopi's eldest sister, asked her a little awkwardly, as if you are seeing Gopi for the first time. Amma, why are you so scared? Scared? Why are you so scared? So Kamala, she questioned her mother. Why are you so scared? Scared means frightened. Why are you so afraid? What is there to get scared? Gopi's eldest sister. So who is Kamala now? She is the eldest sister of Gopi. And she asked her a little awkwardly. Awkwardly means showing uneasiness, some kind of irritation. అంతే కదా మరి 4 సార్లు మనం ఒకే విషయాన్ని గురించి అడుగుతూ ఉంటే ఎదుటి వ్యక్తి కోపం వస్తుంది అన్నమాట, కొంచెం చికాకు కలుగుతుంది, ఇబ్బందిగా ఫీల్ అవుతారు. సో ఆక్వర్డ్లీ అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి ఇక్కడ? ఇరిటేటింగ్లీ లేదా ఇబ్బందికరంగా, అనీజీగా ఫీల్ అయింది అనమాట కమల. అందుకని అడుగుతుంది, ఏమంటుంది? వై ఆర్ యు సో స్కేర్డ్ కమల్? సో స్కేర్డ్ Kamala, Gopi's eldest sister, asked her means asked the old woman, her mother, a little awkwardly, with some kind of uneasiness, as if you are seeing Gopi for the first time. He is your son, Gopi is your son, my brother. You are asking, as if you are seeing Gopi for the first time. As if ఎక్కడ వాడాలి అంటే ఏదైనా ఒక విషయంలో మనం వాస్తవం లేదు అలా అనిపిస్తుంది కానీ నిజంగా దాంట్లో ఆ వాస్తవం లేదు అన్నప్పుడు దాన్ని మనం వాడాలన్నమాట. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇక్కడ యాజ్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ సీయింగ్ గోపి ఫర్ ద ఫస్ట్ టైం అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? గోపిని నువ్వు మొట్టమొదటి ఇవాళ్లే చూస్తున్నట్లుగా మాట్లాడుతున్నావేంటి, అడుగుతున్నావేంటి, అంత భయం ఎందుకు నీకు అని కమల అడుగుతుంది అనమాట. అలా ఇవాళ్లే చూస్తున్నట్లుగా అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి అంటే ఇవాళ్లే చూస్తుందా వాళ్ళ మదరు? కాదు, కానీ అలా అనిపిస్తుంది ఆమెకి, అలా అనిపించింది కమలాకి ఆమె అడుగుతున్న విధానం చూసి. అందుకని ఏమన్నది? యాజ్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ సీయింగ్ గోపి ఫర్ ద ఫస్ట్ టైం, ఆఫ్టర్ ఆల్ హీ ఈజ్ యువర్ సన్, వై ఆర్ యు సో స్కేర్డ్? Kamala asked, yes, she talked to her mother with some kind of inconvenience or irritation. Amma, it's me, Gopi, he said again. So that man who came in through the gate, he replied again. He answered to his mother's question again. Amma, it's me, Gopi, I am your son, he told his mother. He bent down and brought his face close to her wrinkled cheeks. Amma, it's me. He bent down. Bend down అంటే ఇక్కడ అర్థం ఏంటి? ముందుకి వంగడము. బెంట్ డౌన్ అంటే ముందుకి వంగాడు. అండ్ కుర్చీలో కూర్చుని ఉంది ఆమె, ఈయన నిలబడి ఉన్నాడు కాబట్టి అతను ఆమెకు అర్థం కావాలని చెవి దగ్గరగా వెళ్ళి తలకాయ వంచి ఆమె దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి మాట్లాడుతున్నాడు. ఏమన్నాడు? అండ్ బ్రాట్ హిస్ ఫేస్ క్లోజ్ టు హర్ wrinkled cheeks. So that woman, Gopi's mother, she was very old. That's why her face, her cheeks, how her cheeks were wrinkled. Wrinkled means having small folds. ముడతలు పడిన ఆమె ఫేస్ అంతా ఎలా ఉంది? ముడతలు పడి బొగ్గులు అవన్నీ కూడా ముడతలు పడి ఉన్నాయన్నమాట. బికాస్ షీ వాజ్ ఎ వెరీ ఓల్డ్ ఉమన్. సో ఆమె ముఖానికి దగ్గరగా వెళ్ళి గోపి వంగి చెప్తున్నాడు. ఏమంటున్నాడు? అమ్మా, ఇట్స్ మీ, ఐ ఆమ్ యువర్ సన్ Gopi. So such a way Gopi was talking to his mother. So I think you have caught the meaning of these two paragraphs. మరి ఇక్కడ మీరు చూసినట్లయితే ఈ మీనింగ్స్ దగ్గర పెట్టుకుంటే మీకు చక్కగా ఈ లెసన్ అయినటువంటిది అర్థమవుతుంది అనమాట. ఇప్పుడు దీని మీద మనం కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ వేసుకుందాం. ఆ క్వశ్చన్స్ మీరు ఆన్సర్ చేయగలిగితే మీకు ఈ లెసన్ అర్థమైనట్టు అనమాట. Yes. What does the title A Tattered Blanket means? What does the title A Tattered Blanket mean? So ఇక్కడ tattered blanket అంటే ఏమిటి? ఇందాక అనుకున్నాం కదా మనం, a torn blanket. What does the expression a tattered blanket mean? A torn blanket, చిరిగిపోయినటువంటి దుప్పటి. What does it stand for? అసలు ఇక్కడ టాటర్డ్ బ్లాంకెట్ అంటే ఇక్కడ ఇది ఎవరిని సూచిస్తోంది? ఇట్ రిఫర్స్ టు ద పూర్ కండిషన్ ఆఫ్ గోపీస్ మదర్. ఓకే. హూ కేమ్ టు హిజ్ హౌస్ ఇన్ ద విలేజ్? ఎస్, హూ కేమ్ టు హిజ్ హౌస్ ఇన్ ద విలేజ్, టు ద కంట్రీ సైడ్? ఎస్, హూ కేమ్ బై కార్? Gopi. How did he come? Yes, did he come on foot? Did he come by auto? No, he came by a car, right? He came by car. Who were sitting on the veranda? Yes, just now we have seen two women were sitting on the veranda. Who were they? Gopi's mother and sister Kamala, right? Who tried to get up? Of course, she could not get up, but she tried to get up. Who tried to get up from her place, from her seat? Yes, Gopi's mother. Gopi's mother. Yes. Who was Kamala? Yes, Kamala was Gopi's eldest sister, right? What was she? What was Kamala? Yes, she was a widow. She was a widow, right? How was she sitting on the veranda? Yes, was Kamala sitting on the veranda comfortably? How she was sitting on the veranda? She was sitting on the veranda huddled up. Huddled up means holding her arms and legs close together, because of cold weather, right? How did Kamala get up from her place when the old woman, that means when Kamala's mother asked Kamala to see who had come in? How did Kamala get up? She got up from her place quite unwillingly, reluctantly. Reluctantly means unwillingly, and slowly also, right? How was Gopi? Yes. How was the appearance of Gopi? How did he look like? Gopi was a bald, fat, middle-aged man. Okay. How was Gopi? Gopi was a bald, fat, middle-aged man. Yes. Where did he? Where had he attended a meeting? Yes. Actually, he did not come to see his mother and sister directly. First, he had attended a meeting where at Tiruvananthapuram. Okay, right. Did Gopi's mother recognize him? No, she did not recognize him. That's why she was asking Kamala repeatedly, who has come in, who has come in? Even though Gopi was telling her that, Ma, Amma, I am Gopi, I have come to see you. He was repeatedly telling her, but she could not recognize Gopi. So, did Gopi's mother recognize him? No, you have to say. How can you say that Gopi's mother was very old? ఆమె చాలా ఓల్డ్గా ఉందని మీరు ఎలా చెప్పగలుగుతారు ఇప్పుడు అంటే మనకు ఒక ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ అక్కడ ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. ఏమిటది? రింకిల్డ్ ఫేస్ అని మనకు అక్కడ కనపడింది. సో హూ హ్యాడ్ దట్ ఫేస్ విత్ రింకిల్స్, స్మాల్ ఫోల్డ్స్? Gopi's mother. So she had, because she had wrinkles on her face, we can say that Gopi's mother was very old. So like this, you have to read the passage and understand it. First of all, children, I think you have got the point here. You just watch the video and try to answer these questions on your own. I think, of course, we have discussed it. Here it is, the tattered blanket, right? Okay. Just watch the video and try to answer these questions here. And of course, in the beginning also, I have given some questions. You can answer these questions also after looking at the picture. After observing the picture, you can write some answers here also. Okay. Just watch the video and share it to your friends also and answer these simple questions. And in the next video, I am going to discuss the remaining paragraphs and the other items also. So thank you for watching this video. Okay. Stay at home and stay safe. Thank you all.